Take your shot, fun boy. You got me, dead bang.
You seriously fucked up. Did you look in the mirror? I mean, you need professional help. What is up, Frazzles, and welcome back to another video. Yes, a video that I am doing solo. Haven't seen this since, I believe the last one I did solo was my Phantom Cosplay Overlook, which was nearly a year and 6 months ago. So yeah. Anyway, this one I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Yes, very weird. Now before I get into all the stuff and start doing this tutorial, I do want to preface something. I am not a makeup artist. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. This is just makeup I've been doing for a cosplay, because I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my chrome makeup. Now, yes, I uploaded a video as the Crow. If you guys haven't saw it yet, here it is. And the makeup has changed since that point. A lot of it has. I've done about 4 different methods to test out, and this one has been the best one I have come up with. It's the one that looks most like the Crow. So with that being said, I'm going to start getting into the products that's needed, and some that you don't exactly need, but I'm going to be using. First thing I'm going to be using is this. This is Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24-Hour Risk Maker Eyeshadow. So this is going to be for doing the lips and the lines that he has on him. I won't be using this for any eyes. I'll explain why later on. For the main white part of the face paint, I'll be using this Snazaroo white water-based face paint. Got this off of Amazon. It's like £5. I've used this brand before for when I did the Melvin beard. If I can find that video through the countless videos I've posted to TikTok, I'll put a picture up here of what that looks like. Then for doing around the eyes, I'll be using this, which is Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 eyeshadow kit. This is not mine, don't worry. These two I bought specifically for doing the Crow, so these ones are mine. This one is not. This one belongs to my mom, but she said I can use it for doing the Crow, since though she doesn't use the black in this. So that's all the makeup products you'll need. Now onto some more essential stuff that aren't makeup products. Some water. I've just got this in a little bowl. This will be for doing around the eyes and applying the main white makeup. Another thing you really do need, makeup sponges. Another thing you'll need is some makeup brushes. So this small brush here will be used for doing the lines he has. This wider brush here will be for doing the lips. And the biggest brush here will be for doing around the eyes. Now onto stuff that it's up to you if you want to use. I use them because it helps me. First thing, some makeup wipes. This is mainly for if you make any errors, you can easily just wipe it off, do it again. Then this is some matte setting spray. This is so once you've got makeup on, you spray this on, it makes it last longer and makes it so it doesn't wipe off as much. The final thing you don't have to use, but it helps me out so I'm going to use it, is a hairdryer. This is going to be for helping set the white makeup, and if you choose to use it, also the setting spray. Due to the fact that the white is a water-based paint, it takes a lot longer to dry, so I use this to help speed it along. And this also takes a while to dry, so again, this is to speed it along. Now there's something I'm going to mention here, which I usually would do for the crow, and it is a vital part of doing the crow that not many people seem to do for their crows, but I've been doing it, and that's the nose scar. Now, Eric in the film has a scar across his nose from when he fell out a window, and so usually I would use liquid latex, just apply a line of it across my nose in a couple layers, wait for it to dry. Once that's fully dry and it's got the look I want it to have, then I'll move on to doing the rest of the makeup. However, I will not be doing that this time. Reason being is I cannot find my liquid latex right now. If I could find it, I would do it and show you guys how I do that. But right now, I can't exactly find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go tie up my hair, rearrange a bit so I've actually got a mirror in front of me so I can actually see what I'm doing easier, instead of just looking through my phone camera at what I'm doing, because that ain't going to be easy to do. So yeah, I'm going to stop the recording now, sort all that shit out, and then be back with you guys. So there we go guys, everything is rearranged. Got the mirror in front of me, got all the makeup off to the side, hair dryer over there, and hair is out of my face. So yes, there will be times where you'll see me looking down because I'm looking in the mirror or grabbing makeup. So, first thing I do the lines on the lips and lines above and below the eyes. Now for that, I take the Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24 Hour that I mentioned earlier, and the smallest makeup brush I have. Get some of the makeup on the brush. So for the lines by the mouth, start at the corner of the mouth and drag it out gently, adding a little bit of a curve to create a sort of smile look. There will be times where you need to refuel your makeup brush with some more black makeup. There we go. One lines is done, and you can see it has that curve to it that creates the look of a smile. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, then I'll move on to the lines by the eyes. So as you may be able to see, I did make a little bit of an error above the line on this side. So to rectify that, I'm going to take the makeup wipes I have, just take out one wipe and just gently wipe away, correcting the error. And there we go. I'm going to use the hairdryer to dry my face there. Colour setting, low speed. Now we're going to move on to the line above and below the eyes. So again, using the Colour Tattoo and the thinnest brush, just going to get some makeup on the brush. Now, when doing the lines above the eyes, I usually start at the eyebrow and gently drag it up. Now again, I've made an error, so I'm just going to wipe that away and dry my face. Like that. And again, just going to carefully do this. As you may see, I am holding my wrist and my right arm with my left hand, just to try and steady my hand a little bit. And there we go, got one of the lines done on the eyes. So again, just repeat that method for the other side. And there we go. Now, doesn't matter if they look identical. All that matters is that they're about the same length. Now, for the lines under the eyes, this is where you're going to want to start stretching out your skin to do it. And usually I start just about where the bags under my eyes end and go just level with the bottom of my nose. And there we go with all the lines. Now at this stage, I usually take the matte finish spray, sealing all of these parts, just so when you're adding the white it doesn't start smudging. That's all it takes. And again, hair dryer to dry it all up. Like that. So this is what we're looking like right now. So now, on to the white makeup. Now I know what you're going to say. You haven't done the lips or the eyes yet. Reason for that is these lines, if you look in the film, I'll see if I can get a screenshot up here. But in the film, the black lines appear to be under the white makeup. The ones around the eyes also do. However, they look slightly different than the black lines. And then the lips are very stark black. So I usually do the lines first, cover them in the white makeup, do the lips, then I'll do the eyes, and then it's complete. So for this, I'll literally just take a makeup sponge, dip it in a bit of water, wipe over, and then wipe over my entire face, avoiding the lips completely and avoiding around the eyes. Now for this part, to make it easier, I usually take my septum piercing, which is a piercing in my nose, if you guys don't know, and I just push that up into my nostrils, just so I can get into those areas a little bit easier. Now I'm going to take another makeup sponge and just go over the black, where the black lines were, just to help blend them in a little bit more, just so they become more visible again and don't blend in too much. Now I'm happy with that. Now I know that it's a bit blotchy and that it doesn't fill in all the areas, however, that's what I'm going for with my version of the quote. Yes, I'm going with more screen accuracy to the 1994 film. However, I want mine to look more like it does near the end of the film, after he's been wearing it for a while, where it's starting to fade off. I'm now going to go and do the lips of the quote. For this stage, you want to make sure your lips are completely dry. All you're going to do is take your second biggest brush, or your second smallest brush, however you want to see it, and the Maybelline 24 Hour, and just go over your entire lips, making sure the line along the edge is smooth and that you go far enough back that when your lips are closed you don't see any red from your lips. You accomplish that by just, as you're doing it, keep closing your lips, making sure you're going far enough back. If you go a little bit too far back, doesn't matter, as long as you don't go too far forward with it. You want it to look, when your mouth is closed, fully black, which is why I'm using the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, because it gives a stark black look, as opposed to, say, the other eyeshadow I have that will give it more of a grey look. The Colour Tattoo will give it a more stark black look, which is what you want and what I'm going for this version of the quote. So again, just taking the brush, just getting some of that makeup on there, but not too much. And then I'm going to again look in the mirror and just start doing the lips. You'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Now we have the lips done. So now we're just left with the eyes to do. However, before we get into that, I'm going to talk about why I'm not using a black lipstick for doing the lips and why I'm using an eyeshadow instead. This is meant to go on eyes, right? Well, the reason I'm doing this is because black lipstick tends to come off quite easily. As opposed to this, I've been able to wear this for 24 hours without it rubbing off or coming off, even with drinking and eating. And so, this is what I've chosen to use. So if I go to a convention in this makeup, I know I've not got to worry about it just rubbing off every convention or before I even get there. So yeah, let's move on to the eyes. So for that, I'm going to take the largest brush I have and the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the brush, dip it into the water first, and then start getting some of the eyeshadow onto the brush. Now I'm going to start going around the eyes, so again, I'm just going to look in the mirror. Now for this stage, you don't want to be smooth with it. You don't want it to look like it's just been done. You want it to look old, much like the white makeup I've done. So don't be smooth and take your time with it. Don't be cautious with it. Just go in and do it. Don't worry. If you look in the scene when Eric is doing his makeup, he's doing it very sporadically. He's not in a good headspace, so it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be perfect. There we go, both the eyes are done. And now, final step. Once again, seal it. Now, obviously you don't have to seal it if you're just doing it for a TikTok. So the 3 times I have sealed it, you don't have to do that. Now, I'm going to let down my hair. And there we go. We have the Crow makeup done and dusted.
Take your shot, fun boy. You got me dead bang.
You seriously fucked up. But you look in the mirror. I mean, you need professional help.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't know how long I've got left. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.